Hello, Mama Jess here. So I know what it's like to be afraid. I don't think there was a more fearful person than myself. After my husband died, I was crippled with fear, and I had been an artist. I actually done quite a few things, but I couldn't even take paint and just do one little swipe on a piece of paper. I was so crippled. So I tried to figure out, where did this come from? And as I broke it down, I realized when I got out of school, I did not trust myself to make any decisions. If it wasn't a teacher with a red pen correcting me and telling me if it was good or bad, I didn't know how to function. So the public school system made me completely dependent on their assessment of what I was doing. Also, don't underestimate this. We are in a consumer culture. Don't vilify capitalism. Capitalism is not evil. It's only evil when greedy people use it for selfish gain. Because I love free enterprise, and you will too. You will see that you need to have incentive to work hard and gain a reward. We humans are built on that, and that motivates us. But we're in a consumer culture, and you just start paying attention to the ads. Every advertisement is telling you you're lacking something. And you don't really know what's going on. We know. The statistics know. The scientists know. The experts know. You don't know. But what we'll do is that we'll tell you what's really going on. We'll tell you what works and what's true if you pay us. For a little fee, for the rest of your life, we'll give you the answers. We'll give you what you need. We'll tell you now you can make a decision on this. We'll tell you what to eat. I mean, I'm watching ads pass through the YouTube channel videos. Don't eat eggs, and oatmeal is bad for you, and don't do... I'm just listening to madness. Eat an egg if you want. Eat oatmeal if you want. Try. Experiment. Did you know that expert and experience just means to try? So I want you to practice trying, which ultimately means practice failing. Because everything I've learned, I have failed all the way to the skill. So you have a mindset that is a programming of the consumer culture, a programming of what I believe has been an insidious socialism that has been creeping in to all the public school systems and all kinds of institutions in our country, telling you that you can't really trust yourself. You need to trust the government. You need to trust the collective mind. You need to look to your peers. You need to look around and make sure that you're doing the right thing. Because we're a team here after all, right? Forget it. You are now going to become the master of yourself. And I'm not talking about a self-centered narcissism, which is always the counterfeit. I'm saying you're going to learn how to think. You're going to learn how to be critical of what people are saying. You're going to learn to guard yourself against stupidity. And you're ultimately going to become an expert of your life, of your health, of your surroundings, of every skill that you undertake. Why? Because an expert is just someone who tries. And you try again and again and again and again and again. And you realize, oh, that works or that doesn't work. So because your mind is programmed to be afraid to try, you need to get the mind that's not afraid to try. How did I get that mind? I started going out into the tool shops or into the tool shed. I started making a list of the things I wanted to do. And little by little, just baby steps. Okay, I'm going to try this. And I would be critical and hard on myself and, I didn't do it right. But I had to fight that programming and say, no, this is what I want to do. I don't want anyone to get in my way. I have got to find meaning in my life. This is what I value. I value skills. When I see people with skills, I'm drawn to it and I want that. So you need to find what you want and you need to go at it. But no, you have been told to be afraid. Don't trust yourself. You have to trust the doctors. They know everything. You have to trust the therapists and counselors. They know. Why? Because they went to a college, a university that is programming people to believe things that aren't necessarily true. When you start cracking into the world of natural medicine health food. I mean, those are really going to blow your mind because you can't believe how much you've been lied to, even by the government. So I'll keep this simple, keep it quick, but I want you to start trying. And I want you to know that you do not need permission to try. Just go out into the backyard, take some tools, and just start playing around, figuring it out. Take a hammer with nails and pound it into a log somewhere. You need to get your hands busy. You got to get grounded in reality. You need to be with real things. Get out of this mind that's looking at screens and looking at the virtual, unreal world of fantasy. Get in reality, keep trying, and you will become the expert. And you can begin to trust your senses. You can have a scientific method operating that you're going to look at something and go, what's my hypothesis? I think this might work. Let's see. And you go through the process of trial and error, and you fail towards your goal. Failure is not something to be afraid. It's absolutely crucial that you get disappointed with something, that you lose, that you fail, but you're learning, because that's the learning process. All right, I'll catch up with you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.